Coffee Break with me. Woo! Hi guys! Welcome back to my channel. How are you today? Today I'm here with the tutorial on this look, this sexy, sultry, smoky eye using the Tartelette in Bloom palette. I'm really going to have to start like a petition to major cosmetic companies to stop coming out with palettes that I really like. Seriously. Because I buy them like,
I need to buy this palette because it's my duty and obligation as a vlogger to review it for my pandas.
but I mean, I end up liking them. Like, I end up loving them. Like the Gwen Stefani palette, I want to marry it. This one, I really wanted to not like it. I was like, you know, it's time for me to not like something. It's been a while that I've been passionate about not liking something. I think the last time where I was like, was the Shape Matters palette from Smashbox. But this palette, you guys. So when I saw this palette, I was like, okay, I'm going to do an everyday wearable look with it. And I was like, you know what, Dani? To heck with that. The last couple of tutorials you've done have been like gentle and soft, like a little baby rabbit. You need to go deep. You need to do deep, dark, soul searching and do a sexy, sultry, smoky eye. Besides, it's the holidays. I mean, you could do this look for like one of your holiday dinners and be like, yeah, I'm rocking a smoky eye. No? Okay, anyway. So to create this look, I used this bottom corner aubergine, supposedly. It's just a dark brown, called Leader. I put Rebel in the crease. I used Sweetheart and Smarty Pants as transition shades. And then I used Charmer as my brow bone highlight. So I used quite a bit of shadows. What is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 out of 12. So kind of showing off for you guys. Anyway, so if you want to see how I got this look, then please keep watching. Let's go ahead and get started. I already primed my eye using Benefit Air Patrol. You guys know how I feel about this thing. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a large brush like this one, and I'm going to dip it in the shade Charmer. That's this like matte vanilla shade. It is so absolutely buttery. It's crazy. Like, it's insane. It's really close to white though. It's almost white. It's almost like an off-white shadow. With some of these shadows, they're so soft. They're not chalky or dusty, but there's so much pigment that I think they're a little bit soft. So you do need to use your fingers sometimes. I notice that helps a lot. So what I'll do is I'll apply the shadow, and then I'll go in with my finger and either blend it or slightly like pat it in or push it in. And I have better results. I like how it looks better. You don't need to do that, but it definitely helps. So I'll take my brush, I'll apply the shadow, and then I'll just go back in and kind of soften out the edges. Now I'm going to go in with a large, look at this brush, you guys. Isn't this like the prettiest brush you've ever seen? And then I'm going to go in with a giant blending brush and the shade Smarty Pants. That's this color right here. You guys know how I feel about these shades in particular, like for transition shades. It's just my life. I swear every tutorial I use something similar or to the effect just a little warmer or a little cooler, but they're just perfect for that. Now we're gonna go in with the shade Leader. That's this color right here, and this is described as an aubergine or like a deep, 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 deep blackened purple almost. But I mean, what color does it look like to you? It doesn't look like an aubergine to me. I don't know, maybe my eyesight is off. And just a shader brush like this. And this is one of those smoky eyes that is very, very easy, but takes a really long time because you want to take your time building up the color, especially if you already did the rest of your face like I have. You really don't want to mess up your face because you're trying to rush the process. So what I do is I slowly apply it at the base of the lid and work my way up. You see it already fell a little bit on my face. So just take a fluffy powder brush and dust it off. Look at this brush. I mean, you want it, don't you? Now go back in with your giant blending brush and the shade Smarty Pants again. And that's going to go in the crease. And don't worry, this isn't going to blend out the dark shade quite yet. It's a process. Now go in with a smaller blending brush and the shade Rebel. That's this color right here. It's next to Leader, the one that we used on the lid. And that's going to blend out the dark color. So focus that on the crease and blend out that darker shade. Now take that blending brush once again, but now into the color Sweetheart. That's a slightly warmer brown, and that's going to go on top of where you applied that transition shade, sort of to lighten things up, but also to warm them up. So you're lightening and warming up your smoky eye at the same time. You'll notice that the lid got a little bit lighter, so just go back in. Start off with your naked brush. Don't dip it in quite yet to the darker shade. See if you have anything left on there, and pack that onto the lid. Most of the time you'll have enough shadow to deepen it without having to reblend. Now we're gonna take that shader brush and the shade Rebel, and that's going to go on the lower lash line, and that's the same shade that we used on the crease, on the innermost part of the crease. So we're gonna try and concentrate this as close to the lashes as possible, but we kind of want that like smoky, dragged, blown out look. Now take this blending brush, kind of smush it down, and you're going to take the shade Smarty Pants. That's this color right here, and that's going to go on the lower lash line as well. Now we're going to take a black pencil, and that's going to go in the tight line and the waterline. Do you guys ever get eyeshadow in your eye like that? Isn't it weird? I just have to wait till it moves out of the way. Because I'm wearing false lashes, what I'm gonna do is take that same black pencil and I'm going to lightly, gently, and subtly line my top lash line, just kind of like a little smudge. You see how light-handed I'm being? And then I'm going to take a pencil brush, where is that little guy? This one. And I'm just going to kind of smudge it out. And the very last thing that I'm going to do is add these beautiful false lashes. Look at these. You don't even know. Look at how pretty these are. Oh my gosh. This is probably like the 30th time I've used this pair. Don't judge me. So I'm not even gonna bother with mascara. I'm just gonna put on this pair of false lashes, and I'm going to apply some mascara on my lower lashes, and we are done. Super easy, right? I think so. Anyway, if you guys want to see a review on this palette, I posted that already, so I will link it in the description box below in case you guys want to see swatches of all the shadows in here, or you want to hear my thoughts or my comparison to the original Tartelette palette. All of that stuff, my humble opinion on everything, will be in that video that I will link in the description box below. I will also leave all the other products that I'm wearing today in the description box in case you're curious. And I think that's it, guys. Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. And as always, if you found this video